Thanks for joining the Snapshot for today, Friday, September 18th. I want to remind you that we will be having these snapshots a couple of times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, now that we will be re-entering church beginning next Sunday, the 27th. And there will be a fuller program, and I need to devote more time to preparing for those programs and the 3 services we'll have indoors. But we are having an outdoor service this Sunday, our last one. I hope it's our last one. And it will be at 10 o'clock. It'll be a communion service. And by the way, if those of you who want to come by to receive the elements after church at 11 o'clock, I'll be there and help you receive them. And we'll have rally day outdoors with masks for children on Sunday. And we'll have a blessing of the teachers. It will be a way to have the kids get started for the Sunday school program, which will be indoors with safe guidelines the next week. As we look forward to re-entering the church and starting up programs, I should tell you that the church council had a wonderful meeting last night in preparation for the mission exploration team, which asked for the council to come up with 4 major goals, which they would find helpful as a Met team to present to the synod, saying this is what we'd like to pursue as we look for a new pastor. The 4 goals basically settled around letting people know more about our church. You can call that evangelism, or contemporarily, you might call it marketing. Secondly, a greater sense of connectedness with people getting connected with various programs and small groups, that kind of thing, Bible study. And thirdly, they'd like to see a greater focus on Christian life and spirituality, greater study of the Bible, what it means to be a Christian in this challenging world, and Lord, isn't it challenging? And then fourthly, to do a better job of using technology available to us, both in worship, within the building, and in the social media. Those are going to be fleshed out in greater detail, and you will be able to hear all about that. But I hope you find that little tidbit of a good taste of what is upcoming from the mission exploration team. The congregation as a whole will approve whatever the mission exploration team comes up with to present to the synod as they search for a pastor for us. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you about? Yeah, when we re-enter the church next week, we're going to insist on masks, and you're even going to need to sign in or check off a space on a roster so we know who was in church. And we have other safe practices which will be displayed and described in that video, which we will show again next week. You'll get a notice about it. Well, today is the day that Dag Hammarskjold died. He was the Secretary General of the UN, and he died at age 56 in 1961 in a plane crash in Belgian Congo, where he was trying to be a peacekeeper in the civil war there. He spent time as a UN Secretary General trying to bring peace in Korea, in the Middle East, during the Suez Crisis. But he's most famous for his book Markings, which was discovered at the end of his life in his home. He said he gave permission to publish this devotional booklet, a diary that he had, not a booklet, it was a book that he had been writing since age 20. And people discovered that he was a deeply spiritual man and devoutly Christian. The New York Times said that it was the greatest testament of personal devotion in the century. It gave it a rave review on the front page of the book review. I would like to read a few of the things he wrote in that book Markings, which appeared on the coffee tables of hundreds of thousands of homes throughout the United States. He said, "Do not seek death. Death will find you, but seek the road which makes death a fulfillment." He always wanted to see faith in action. He wrote that from scholars and clergymen on my mother's side, I inherited a belief that all people are equals as children of God and should be met and treated by us as our masters. He also said this, which impressed me greatly when I was in college. I do not know who or what put the question. I do not know when it was put. I don't even remember answering, but at some moment I did answer yes to someone or something. And from that hour, I was certain that existence is meaningful and that therefore my life and self-surrender had a goal. That influenced so many people, as did this little aphorism. The book is full of small aphorisms and even haiku poetry. And this one appeared on posters throughout college and seminary rooms after it was published in Markings. And we'll conclude with this. For all that has been, thanks. For all that will be, yes. God bless you today.